Welcome back to Q&A with RFSMART. My name is Sarah Archer, and today I have a special guest on the series. We've got Saida and Marilyn from Noonday with us today. If you don't know about Noonday, you definitely should. They design and sell an inspired collection of jewelry and accessories made by artisans across the globe. And we're going to talk a little bit about that here in a moment. They've got a really creative and unique company mission that I'm excited to share with you today. But first, let me introduce my guests. Hi, Saida and Marilyn. Can you just give us a little bit of background about yourself? Saida, we'll let you go first.
Hi, my name is Saida Bezio, and yes, I've worked for Noonday Collection for 3 years. Before that, I was in the retail world for 11 years. But at Noonday, I am the operations manager, so basically just keeping the warehouse running, and then I work cross-functionally across all departments with anything to do with operations.
And Marilyn, you're in the warehouse. You've got the warehouse behind you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you have going on back there?
So I'm Marilyn Benajam, and I'm the inventory specialist here at Noonday Collection. And as you can see, I'm actually in the back stock room where we keep a lot of our bigger items or large quantities back here. And I originally started actually in customer service, and I kind of made my way up here to inventory specialist. And basically what I do is I am involved with all inventory the second it comes in through our back doors all the way to when it goes into the preferred bin. From counts to even creating the individual bins, I kind of manage all of that.
So let's just dive into our topic for today. We're going to talk a little bit about Noonday, your company mission, your RFSMART implementation using NetSuite, and your warehouse facility. So Saida, let's start with you. Both you and Marilyn came on after RFSMART had been implemented, and so you've got kind of a unique experience. That was about 3 years ago, right? So were you familiar with WMS before, and how was your learning experience with RFSMART? How is it different from what you were used to?
So coming from retail world, we didn't really have a WMS system or warehouse management system. We did a lot with inventory control. I did a lot of skating with that, but it was a lot of work. And but then coming over to Noonday, and needless to say, a lot of people here have never worked in a warehouse before. But we were able to just basically hit the ground running. Like, they threw a scanner in my hands and was like, you're going to pick some orders. And I was like, okay, let's do this. And it's super easy. Like, and that helps with our training, our new hires. That takes maybe 30 minutes to get them trained, up and running and going, which helps with our efficiency and getting orders out the door.
When you guys were thinking about WMS, I know that that was before both of you came on, but one of the things that has been mentioned was native NetSuite integration was important. It was important for RFSMART and NetSuite to mirror each other and just to have that user-friendly experience. But more than that, real-time updating, right? That was important for you guys to be able to see everything in real time.
For sure. Everything, being able to see once it's been picked immediately that it's packed in NetSuite, and we're able to get it over to our shipping station, which we use ShipStation, and basically just as fast as we could refresh ShipStation, the order would be over there.
So I want to talk a little bit about how you're using RFSMART, but first I want to talk about who Noonday is and what you do, because you have such a unique company model and mission. Marilyn, can you just give us a little bit of company history?
So Noonday was founded about 10 years ago by Jessica Honegger, and basically we're just a socially responsible company that really works with people in communities, vulnerable communities across the globe, to create meaningful opportunities for them. And then also we work with women across the United States and help them become stylists, become storytellers, and really create a company and a job for themselves and sell the artisan artwork while they're doing it too.
I think that that's so neat. I love the opportunities that you guys are creating for women, especially the global presence. Saida, can you talk a little bit about the artisan business?
Yeah, for sure. So we work with around 33 artisan business partners across the world in 15 countries. And then it's a fair trade agreement. So we are able to offer them a global marketplace so it can keep their business sustainable as well as ours.
So Marilyn, I want to talk about the features of RFSMART and NetSuite that are transforming your business. RFSMART's mission is to transform customers and change lives. So let's talk a little bit about that functionality that you're using in your warehouse.
So we use things like the bin transfer function, bin replenishment function, and one of the biggest ones that we use is the cycle count, which is the stock count function, and that's really helped our business stay on track. We do it about 3 to 4 times a week. We do a cycle count on different items, which really helps us keep on time and accurate numbers, so we know what we're selling and what we're selling to people, so we don't have to then backtrack and tell someone, hey, actually our numbers were wrong and we have a back order, or we have to cancel an order. So that really helps us stay on track and with the most accurate numbers at all times.
So let's talk a little bit about your warehouse, and we'll talk a little bit more in depth about the issues that you were trying to solve with RFSMART. So what were the key business issues you were trying to solve, and what were your goals?
So one of our biggest things is just making sure that our inventory numbers are up to date and accurate, because sometimes things sell out so quickly. It's really important that it is up to date to the minute sometimes, so that no one has to go on back order, no one has to be told that something needs to be canceled, or any of those horrible situations. So really we use a lot of things like stock counts, for example, and we do cycle count every week, 3 to 4 times a week actually, just so we know how things are at all times, and we do this throughout the year to keep accurate. Also, we use the sales order picking, the one that we do use is the one that scans the individual sales order so that our pickers actually know and see what they're picking one at a time, as opposed to any like bulk or multiple items. So that's really been helpful in reducing the number of inaccuracies that we've been having and that we used to have, and that's how we've been really successful using RFSMART.
Before we talk a little bit about your warehouse, let's just summarize. You guys have said RFSMART is a game changer for you. Just, really quickly, to summarize everything we've said today, what are the features that are transforming your business?
So definitely, yes, I totally agree. RFSMART is a game changer. We have been able to be more organized. We've been able to be more efficient with pulling orders systematically, getting things from RFSMART, NetSuite, ShipStation, all of that. It has been able to basically keep us going and keep us up and running.
So let's talk about the warehouse, because I know that's what we're all here to see. We love a good warehouse tour. Can you talk about the way your warehouse started off, because that's kind of a unique story, and then we'll talk a little bit about if we were to see your warehouse today, what that would look like.
Yeah, so Noonday started off we're kind of in an office building, but we started off in one room in this building 10 years ago, or actually maybe 9 years ago. And today we have the whole building, where upstairs is our creative, marketing, sales, customer support, and then downstairs is our warehouse. And so the operations is down here, and all the product as well.
So here we are in our backstock room, and I can take you guys over to our pulling room. So this is where we use our RFSMART mostly, and here's how we usually begin. If we're doing a bin transfer, and it's in default, which is our backstock location, we can go put a bin put away. But mostly what we use here is sales order picking scan item. And I'll demonstrate how we usually use it. We go to home office, and then we just scan a barcode. Okay, so now this is going to be in D, and here's A, B, C, and then this one is our D. And all we do is scan it, grab, and then submit, and that's it. And that's when we place it back over here to our shelves, where it will be picked, packed, and shipped by the end of the day. Bye guys.